They have so many secrets. If you get the hair movement in there, that's what's nice about having long hair, is just, yeah, like just moving your hair with it and getting the camera angle from behind. I feel like it adds so much. Hi Women's Health, I'm Peyton List. I'm gonna break down this Cobra Kai fight scene in this episode of Performance Review. I think what makes Cobra Kai such a great series is, first of all, the nostalgia. I mean, I came on to season 2 and I had no idea how big of a fan base and a following the Karate Kid had and how much of an effect it had on, generations prior to me even being born. I also think that they do a great job of showing that everyone has a story and no one's really a villain, no one's a good guy. That's, the lines are really blurred between good and bad.
Can you actually fight?
That sounds like a challenge.
I like a challenge.
I played Tory right off the bat. My first scene in season 2, episode 4, when you meet Tory, is just me taking on the All Valley champ, Miguel, right away, and just being fearless and taking him on and winning. Tory just takes no prisoners. The world really hasn't shown her a lot of mercy, so she doesn't really show any back. The role is more physically demanding than I thought when I first went to the audition. I really didn't think about learning karate. And even Marty the other day, who plays Kreese on the show, he said, yeah, when I saw you come in for your first scene, I thought, why the hell did they hire this girl? And then he goes, but I was watching your scenes in season 3 and you've improved so much and now I get it. And I'm like, well, you know what? Glad it took a whole season, 2 seasons for you to get it.
Don't worry. I'm not going to break your arm. You deserve much worse than that.
In this scene, my character Tory is fighting Samantha LaRusso, played by Mary Mauser. It is kind of funny because Mary and I really became good friends last season. We would go out to karaoke bars, we went out to burlesque dance class together. We got close, and it was sometimes a little bit harder because we'd be laughing. Like, she would look at my face and I'd be like, don't freaking look at, I need to hate you and want to kill you. So can you just look away for a second? In the season 2 finale, I learned Mary was a real one because I accidentally punched her in the head during the fight sequence, and she had this massive bruise on her head and I felt horrible, and she was just smiling ear to ear and she was like, dang, that's gonna look so cool in this scene. And I was like, wow, this girl is way too nice. So this fight scene in episode 7, I feel like, Sam and Tory, the whole season 3, there's just been this lead up to this episode, which is they haven't really come face to face with each other, and there's so much that's happened, and I feel like there's a huge buildup. There's so much tension between these two. There's so much hatred and drama. It is so fun to go at someone in an aggressive way because in life, I don't ever do that. So I think getting to have these scenes with Mary and to get into Tory's head and be this menace and come at someone, it's really fun to do. In this backyard, it's the Miyagi-Do dojo. I have never done a scene there, and I've never set foot on the Miyagi-Do turf, but it was super muddy, and they're always filming outside, so I had a lot more respect for them because I was slipping and falling, and I was getting so angry. I fell a lot with that scene. With training and fight choreography, they are stunt coordinators, Hito and Janelle. Janelle is my stunt double. She works with me and, she works me out too. And they also make a whole character background. So each character has their own fighting background and where they've come from. Tory's is kickboxing. So they implemented a lot of kickboxing into her sort of karate fight style. I had never thought about creating a physicality background for someone depending on their workouts and whatever else. And that, from Cobra Kai, I've learned that's so important to a character. Tory is very confident in her body and she can take down anyone at any moment, which I think just makes you carry yourself a different way. You stand up a little taller and you're not afraid to face someone head on. With the fights, we try to keep it interesting and always, use our entire set, and, even with the wooden bridge and the platform, I feel like Janelle wanted us to be able to show, moves, moving across, getting up, and it forces us to push ourselves and, to expand our moves. I feel like every episode, it's, okay, you did that level 5 last week, now we're stepping it up to level 8 or whatever it is. She just always wants it to look cooler and better. I was just watching the clip and I kept rewinding that part and I was like, damn, did I actually get my leg up there like that? That looked really good. I was like, my face was in it. That was me. Because sometimes I can tell when it's a stunt double or whatever else if I didn't really nail a move and they're like, okay, let's swap Peyton out for Janelle. But Janelle worked with me enough that I was able to get my leg up over Mary's head and hook it around. And that I really thought I couldn't do a lot of that bridge. And Janelle, she's such a good coach. She's like, get in there, you can do it, just commit. And then I was able to. So I'm pretty happy with that moment. Stunts really showed me to like over exaggerate it because I feel like sometimes I'm too subtle with movements. And the bigger you make it and the more you move and everything else, the more real it looks.
It's all your fault.
After I headbutt Mary and I throw her head against the rocks, that is the point in the scene where you realize, okay, is Tory gonna kill Sam? You start to get really concerned, I think. When I first read it, I thought, what the hell are the writers having me do? I already went so hard in season 2 finale. Everyone's gonna hate me. This is crazy. Definitely by the end of the scene, when I'm dunking her head underwater and trying to drown her, that's where, it's intense. We had to film in a clear box full of water and we had a camera underneath while I'm dunking Mary and she's screaming and I'm trying to drown her. When the camera's underneath the box, I'm right there on top of her, holding her hair down, pushing her head into the box of water and she's struggling and she's a trooper for that. She's like, all right, come on, you wanna come drown me now? And come grab on. And I feel like we have fun with it. And then right after that, she wakes up and is covered in sweat and you find out it's a dream. And then once I realized it was a dream, I felt, a lot better about it. So then it was kind of, all right, all bets are off. We can really go all out with this fight sequence. And that was really fun for Janelle to choreograph, I think, and for us to do.
Let us find out.
Netflix let us watch season 3. They added it onto our accounts just a few weeks ago. The first time watching any of the fight scenes is so epic. It really is such a new world for me. And I usually just sit there going, how the hell did that work? I'm so happy. But I'm also very hard on myself. And I feel like I'm judging myself the whole time and being like, all right, well, could have done that better. But also, I take a second to go, all right, that they did me pretty well with those angles and that editing and with the whole team. Usually with Cobra Kai, I just trust those guys completely. I know that they're always going to make me look my best, which I have not felt with every project that I've ever worked on. So I am very grateful for that Cobra Kai family. And they genuinely, everyone on that set, everyone always says that, and I'm like, no one really felt like a family until this show. Like, this is genuinely, I love everyone on it so much. Thanks for watching Performance Review. Make sure to subscribe to Women's Health and check out season 3 of Cobra Kai on Netflix.